The Alishan Township Office is helping members of the Tsou community apply for reserved land. The application was recently sent to the office of the Council of Indigenous Peoples. The CIP, however, rejected the application, citing Forest Bureau feedback, which says the piece of land that the locals had requested is too precipitous to be so allocated.
While the government is looking at allocation of reserved land, the Council of Indigenous People rejected the Alishan Township Office's application. The CIP cited Forest Bureau statements which state that the land requested by the Tsou is too steep. The response enraged the county councillor, who claims that the CIP has not stood up for indigenous people when it comes to land rights. Is the CIP the Forest Bureau's mouthpiece? We really cannot see how the CIP is speaking up for indigenous people. You could at least come down to inspect the land. The reason the Forest Bureau provided is nonsense. Officials there do not really want to do anything about this. Where does the CIP stand? I think that Chiayi County government officials should withdraw all such land applications. What is the point of applying? Stop lying to us. If necessary, we can arrange a proper time and call the village heads and local representatives together to discuss this. We can all sit down. We can even invite legislators to determine how the case should be handled. Responding to the Chiayi County councillor, the CIP clarified that the council definitely stands up for indigenous people. In fact, it had not rejected the application, but simply notified the county government of the feedback provided by the Forest Bureau. Of course, our stance is to protect the rights of the indigenous. We hope that the Bureau will proceed with allocating the land. In fact, large amounts of land are not being used. The Bureau says it has been using the land since February 1st, 1988. But when you go there, you see no evidence of any such usage. This makes it hard for us to see this point. We're clear about that. We're not trying to find arguments, but we are definitely siding with the indigenous. The CIP emphasized that the application had not been rejected and that the council will continue to negotiate with the Forest Bureau to protect the land rights of the indigenous. How the situation will be resolved, however, is still up in the air. TITV Weekly.